Welcome to day 5 of the ANB Bronze 7. Got slightly thrown at the start of this as to what we were going to do. The season 4 rewards suddenly came in and it's made me think, should I talk about the effects of medals arriving during an ANB event or not? I guess if they do have to drop during an event, my own personal preference is that these should have arrived for me on Sunday after the event ended. But if they are going to arrive during an event, then the later in the event the better, so that everyone's had a chance to start and actually get to a point where they're going to be less impactful. Looking at the medal situation, thankfully the two most accessible ones are the ones that probably have the most impact in early game, and as you get further into the game these things are less important. As you can see, I've got 28 fortitude, 422 armour. That's essentially 2 brilliant diamonds equipped all the time. And tenacity is now 100 vitality, so that's 2 brilliant emeralds permanently equipped. Glory medal 50 power, that's 1 brilliant ruby permanently equipped. What else have we got? 45 haste is nearly 1 brilliant sapphire. Completely irrelevant on this build because we're doing a fire lily, but 30 critical rating is 1 permanent radiant topaz. So I think when you're leveling up to 70 and those early trials, these can be quite impactful. Beyond that, once you're into experience farming and beyond and pushing, they become less and less important. So that's where we were with our medal situation. I'd like to congratulate Bo and probably ANBA or Amber and Abin, who should be first and second respectively in the event, in the season 4 event. I astonished myself with a 3rd place finish, boast time. I doubt that's something that I'm going to be coming anywhere near again in the future. It's just, I think, a one-off bit of luck for me. The main thing that I wanted out of the season was the Warlord title, which was top 25, just on the main account, because I think Warlord Whiskey sounds quite nice. And that was my main event from this season, as well as hitting initially champion level 2220, but I managed to get to 2222, and troll level 160 was my aim, but I pushed that up to 162 just because I was a bit insane over the last week and thought, well, I'll log in and have a bit of a play. But anyway, back to ANB Bronze 7, which is why you're here. Where are we? We've reached level 1149. We've got 4 minutes left of our 100% booster and 14 minutes left on this currency booster. What I'm going to do is use the bowl of mushroom stew, so we get 15 minutes more. So we've now got this. We are going to buy for later today, and I'm conscious that this clock isn't running down very quickly, so we're going to grab a 200% EXP booster. I'll buy that now and stick that in the stash. I plan in running down the... how long have we got? I'm not paying attention. So these 14 minutes will be run down in trial 80. I then want to jump to trial 85, grab these two 200% currency boosters. Might take a look at Trial 90 and grab our first Celestial transform as well. It'd be nice just to see how quickly we clear that, how quickly we can clear Trial 90. If it's under a minute, brilliant, because then we can maybe move up from farming Trial 80 and start hitting Trial 90, because the aim is still to get 400 of each of these greater essences for our eventual push gear. On the skills front, we've got, I think, 18 skills at a level 8 that need to get up to level 10 still, which by my maths, if we're upgrading 2 at a time, that's 9 batches. Worst case scenario is 36 runs of Trial 80 to get a skill from 8 to 10. So 9 36s are 324. If we were to go higher than Trial 80 for a bit more experience, if we assume 1 minute per trial, then 324 minutes would be 5 hours 24 minutes. That's our worst case scenario. Obviously we're going to be sleeping and not playing ANB during the day, but in our worst case scenario we will still have 3.5 hours left on the clock with all our skills at level 10, so that's nice to know. So for now, what I'm going to do is carry on for 14 minutes on Trial 80. I won't put any footage in for that, we've seen enough of that over the last couple of videos. Once this currency booster's run out, we'll still have 5 minutes here, so we'll jump back, we'll look at Trial 85 and Trial 90 as the next 2 runs that you'll see. Also, our gem count down here, we just spent 200, we're on 14,901, so we're still sticking to a budget of not dropping below 14,000. I think at the moment the overall gem spend is 3,645, and the bulk of that was through buying a legendary crate when I hit level 70. It's not something that was needed, and I do kind of regret it for this video because I wanted to do this as cheaply as possible. So we are a little ahead of where perhaps we could have been if I hadn't have bought that crate, but we're not that far ahead of where we would have been. But for now I shall jump in, do some farming. You're probably sick of listening to me waffling on and not making a great deal of sense, so you'll see a small black screen shortly, and then we'll be back for Trial 85. Okay, you join me as we do our last run of Trial 80 while this booster is running. Glass Cannon and Fleet-Footed Frostbeam both up to level 9 during that run. Got Frostbolt and Fleet-Footed upgrading. This run will actually enable me to get this up to level 9, even though it says we've got 35.5 hours still to go on that. So we'll do a quick Trial 80 for the last time, or possibly not for the last time, but certainly on this booster.
Kill the summoner.
Well placed in the
Take down the
notes.
healer.
Miss everything.
Burn.
Probably nice map this one.
Not quite yet. Bang, we meet at last.
And that was one of our slowest runs. During that little session we recorded, I think, the fastest run yet, which you'd expect them to get faster and faster. Yeah, 37 seconds. Obviously that's when the stars align, you get a good map, close, a lot of mobs on a small map that you can round up really quickly, and shatters absolutely taking them apart. So not every run's like that. On average they were between 45 and 50 seconds for that last 14 minutes that we ran, or I ran, and it just so happens that I show you another slow run. What we're going to do quickly is champion points, keep forgetting to assign them. So we're up to level 1209. Got a ton of items to salvage. So our marker titans, even though we're only running trial 80, is building up nicely. 192 of those. Got 300 of our essence of shadow, which is nice. So only 100 more wanted there. These fire ones, we're going to need a few more. What else have we got to do? We've got some books to read. So we'll read that one, and 11 of them should be sitting here. And after yesterday not seeing a single 1 hour book drop, I've had 2 in 10 minutes today. So Fleet-footed and Frostbolt are up to level 9. What do we want to do next? Let's do... Is there anything we're going to be using? We're going to be doing some gold farming, but I've got a good enough ability rate to get those that upgrading now. So we're going to go and grab our 200% currency boosters from trial 85. I've not run this yet, so I have no idea what our time's going to be like. And then we'll go and run trial 90 as well. I could have just run trial 90 to be honest. Oh well, too late now.
Burn, still recharged.
It's good to know.
Now. Yes.
So these mobs hit a bit harder.
Kill the summoner. Not quite yet. Bang. Freeze. Burn. Not quite yet. I've been looking for you. Wow, a legendary.
So I didn't see what time that was. So I can check. So in our mail we get 2 greater currency boosters. Yummy. I'm going to use one of these straight away. Yes, I'll use that. Well, it's too late now, I've used it. I was going to use it with the 30-minute 200% booster. Shall we take a look at trial 90? Let's just see what that time was. We're only getting 1 more champion level than we were at 80. 102. Yeah, I'd prefer. We'll do 90 just for funsies. I may drop to trial 85. That's better. Nova emanates death from above her arrows and big defeating. Dodging this time. 1 minute 10, okay. I think what I'll do then, once with the 200% boosters, we'll start running trial 90. That is, yeah, 6 champion levels off that run. So I'm just doing bad maths in my head. Trial 80 might still be more valuable than trial 90. But 200% boosters coming up. I shall use that on trial 90, it doesn't really matter. Oh, we got our Celestial Transform in the mail, so we'll take that. That will sit in our bank, or in our stash, until we have a level 77 item to use it on. So I shall let you go for now, and we'll reconvene probably towards the end of the 200% booster, see what champion level we're at. Once that booster's used up, the reason I wanted to grab these currency boosters is then this 200% booster, we're going to use that and we're going to do another gold farm, which is going to be annoying because the story is pushing forward to here and I will want to be constantly running the temple for that one. So annoyance shall abound for that. But we'll reconvene back here in about half an hour. We're over 3.5 hours into the event. And it's just occurred to me, I mean, I don't normally enchant my experience farming gear, but because we're running with an epic item here and we're missing out on some a fourth stat which would be plus fire for this build, I could actually come here and craft Pyromaniac enchant for the helmet. at 10%. So I think I'm going to do that. We're going to be lacking in silver dust. That will get the silver dust back. Actually, wants a few more. Okay. So we'll stick this on our helmet. So 10% fire damage. So that's going to improve our death from above, and it's going to improve our shatters. So hopefully we'll see a difference in our clear times. At the moment they're averaging around 70 seconds at trial 90, so I shall dive back in and have a look and see whether that's made a difference. In fact, let's do that together. Okay, I'm just going to restart because we appear to be hitting some terrible lag. And let's see what that does. Still skipping a bit. I'm wondering if something's downloading in the background. Microsoft being a pain. Wouldn't surprise me. Let's see how this goes.
The forest always felt. Kill the summoner. Take down the healer. Burn.
Rugged and snake.
Not quite yet. There you go.
And it made no difference whatsoever. Oh well, never mind.
And the treasure is mine.
Okay, it's the end of that session of experience farming. We're now 4 hours into the event. We've reached champion level 1413. On our abilities, took Immolate and Frost Nova up to level 9, and I'm now upgrading Immolate and Glass Cannon up to 10. Our next step is going to be
On my way.
another gold farming session, but only for half an hour. During that run just now of experience farming, I picked up a better set of shoulders, which had actually some useful stats for this. So I'm going to quit this gear quickly, and then we shall jump into the temple. What I'll do is a slow walkthrough without running any. Sorry, can't think. Without running a gold find booster at that for that first run, just so I can explain what I'm doing, and then I will cut the video and we'll jump back at the end for a roundup of how we've done for the day. So I need to pop this booster which we collected from trial 85 earlier.
There's nothing
So
like
our
the forest.
gold find for this is 3,638, so that's looking good. I said I was going to do a slow run through without a gold find. Never mind. We'll have to talk it through and do a slow run and just waste a few seconds off that. So we've only got 7 runs down so far. So we're going to be starting right at the start of the level. Randomized starts can occur in a number of places, namely here or just around here,
A strong one.
or here. What I do is run to this point, we drop Frost Nova and then immolate to shatter all those mobs. We can round up everything as we run through here on our skills cooldown. We don't want to run into this area. We're going to Frost Nova there, Death from Above, and then immolate again. What that does, there was a lot of Lavadons on this level, so when we did our Death from Above, that split those down into smaller versions. We needed a second shatter to kill the babies. And the final thing, this big circular area here, if you run into that, it starts spawning those little robots, so move around the edge of it, kill this, and then put your chests and you're done. So I am going to run this now for the next half an hour. It's getting quite late here, so I want to run as quickly as possible and not spend too much time talking to you. So I'll get that done and then we'll do the end of day wrap up. So we'll meet back here in 28 minutes and 51 seconds of game time, which is going to be a bit longer in real life. See you soon. So here we are, end of day 5. We've now used 4.5 hours of the game event clock. We've reached champion level 1414. On our skills front, I had enough books drop during the temple farm for Immolate and Glass Cannon to reach level 10. Got Celerity and Power Infusion upgrading to level 9. Those will get there during tomorrow's play session. Where are we? On the crafting materials, where I was aiming for 400 of everything, we're almost there now. 323 is our lowest. Surprise, surprise, we've got masses of water. On the gold front, we're up to 17 million. That's more than enough for our needs for the crafts that we're going to do to craft our push set. We've probably got enough materials as well already, but I still want to hit 400 because I've given myself a target and that's what I'm aiming for. So tomorrow the plan is that we're going to buy 2 more 100% experience boosters, and we'll probably get a couple of these 100% gemstone or 100% gold boosters that are 200% gemstone drops, which we are in a good position with our gemstone collection. Need more rubies. They're always the ones that end up being a bit of a problem, because I'm going to want to use a lot of those in crafting plus power enchantments to go on rings and I think there's a cape and other bits. So still need to be having an increased gemstone drop during our trial runs, but it will be trial 90 probably all the way tomorrow, and then at the end of that we'll go and do a trial 100 to collect is it 3 more experience boosters and 3 200% gemstone currency boosters. So that's what we'll be looking at tomorrow. So thanks for watching.